Well, here we are again. Another Creepypasta video. But before we get to that, I'm gonna do a little quick update on my channel. Most of you are probably thinking, hey Sans, how is the Pixar review going? Yeah, you know, the Pixar ranking. Now, I watched the entirety of the classic saga, Cars 2, Brave, and Monsters University. Again, I have to both rewatch them and rank them. So it's coming out a lot later than you expected. But don't worry, that video will come out soon. And I promised myself I wouldn't upload any of these other videos, until I get done with this one. So, yep. Let's just get on with this. The reason I'm putting this out is because I'm running out of small video ideas. I have a bunch of big video ideas, but I'm running out of, like, you know those little shorts I uploaded? Yeah, those. Let's just get this over with, everyone. Oh, great. New Super Mario Bros. 2, Mario's Mistake. Interesting choice. Let's see what we have. New Super Mario Bros. 2. A fun game, right? I would have to agree with this guy. I don't mean to be unoriginal, but even though the series is kind of repetitive, it's still fun. Except for this game. This one sucks. This one sucks. It is a disgrace to Luigi, but that's for another time. I promise. The excitement of collecting all those coins. Okay, yeah, that part's not fun. Reaching the next milestone. Thankfully, I had accomplished the goal of collecting 9,999 coins. I honestly can't say if it's legit or not, but I could say that this still gives me nightmares. More like you just wasted your time. Just to note, I went to pick up the game from my GameStop about a week after it came out. My friend Michael had already gotten it. Only recently, we're discovering the magic of Nintendo by buying a 3DS system for himself for Christmas. We were excited to compare our coin collecting results and strategies. We should also do co-op play. Okay, yeah, it is pretty cool how New Super Mario Bros. 2 is co-op play. Okay, I shouldn't be talking positives about games right now. I really need to get back to the stories. Just going into the store led my mother to threaten to call the cops on a fat guy's kids for watching over display shelves. Irrelevant, but humorous. What does that have to do with anything? Gotta hate it when these stories do this. Anyways, I was excited to get my hands on the next big Mario game, since I had to wait another month to play Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. I bought a 3DS with me. I couldn't wait 5 minutes to get home. Everything was going good until the incident goes on record. December 10th, 2012. I just beat my little sister's version of the game. Having led to my best friend, Mark, my sis really never liked playing the games all the way through, which is why I ended up beating Pokemon White 2. I assumed that it was because she was too young at age 6 to beat video games easily. Though my older sis admitted that a lot of fish the game herself for once. Let me know. But before this, she had went through most of the levels with Golden Tanuki Mario. I didn't blame her. Those levels could be hard. Yeah, sure they are. Sure they are. Anyways, after beating the game, I was happy to be playing as Luigi. Not sure I would be able to play it for at least a month again, because I let Mark borrow it. Immediately, I selected my file and the credits roll, holding down LR after I did. After that, thing just got weird. After I played through the first level to test my favorite Mario character, I landed perfectly on the goom at the top of the tower of them. I got to the flagpole or so I thought. The flagpole was going up to the top and only went halfway. I jokingly thought, who died? The Goomba? I was wrong. I was the one who died. I lost a life. Instead of getting one, Luigi, you see, the dead body was lying in a brick pot where the flagpole. Luigi's dead body was laying on the brick pot where the flagpole resisted. It stayed at this screen for a while. I was confused, for I hadn't experienced any glitches or bugs in this game while playing as Mario. Speak of the devil, literally speak. I had spotted Mario himself bounce off the last big block, reach the top of the flagpole, slide down, and bounce off Luigi as he jumped into the fort. Luigi was grunting and groaning after Mario had jumped him. This seemed to be too intelligent to be a glitch that can from the death of a character into the game that was unrealistic. I wasn't compelled to stop playing this because it was hardly scary at all. Yeah, just like literally everything else I read so far. Not just in this video, but the past two. Plus, someone had a week to hack the game for Luigi gameplay, so it's probably just a fun hack. Notice, I said it was hardly scary and it was a fun hack. That was about to change. Yeah, sure it is. The screen showed Mario do his little dance, except with a sick twist. He hit the demise of Luigi. To be precise, he said, Luigi dead! Play as me, Mario! Sure enough, when Mario exited the level, he replaced Luigi on the map. At the spot for the first level, there was a tombstone. I suddenly felt a cold wind of chilling dread pass through me as I read the stone cartoonish cross. What? Luigi, you should have thought twice before stealing my spotlight. The game is called Super Mario Bros. Or New Super Mario Bros. 2 for a reason. Enjoy what awaits you. You know where, what? Enjoy what awaits you. You know where. This is what the tombstone read. It actually didn't say, you know, but I won't mention hell due to religious superstitions. I tried reloading the file without saving. The tombstone was gone. It was replaced with a mangled, bloody body of Luigi at this point. I was creeped out. Mario made Luigi's body worse, so I couldn't even be buried clean. Luigi, he was a friend to me. Yeah, I'm a nerd. No, it's not because you like Luigi, because you're a nerd. So I cried. Mario uttered out a deep, horrific laugh. He walked off the screen to a part of the different map. He was just staring at Luigi's remains. When the remains of the skins were blue, his remaining eyeball and his empty eye socket turning red. His bones were exposed, and I slowly realized what he was doing. He was climbing out of the grave. When he reached the level 1 circle, I was freaked out. My 3DS was locked in 3D. In the wild text box. Do not fear me, David. How did you know my name? It spoke in a raspy voice. I do not wish to scare you. I do not wish to scare you. My lifeless zombie-like body is all I have left to convey this message to you. Mario hates when I'm using it in any of our games. He killed me. I'm unplayable in all the Resolve games. Sure enough, I booted Super Smash Bros. Brawl and Luigi was replaced with a skull. That is illogical. That doesn't work. Super Smash Bros. Brawl is for the Nintendo Wii and New Super Mario Bros. 2 is for the Nintendo 3DS. It is basic understanding. This is not scary. This is just pure illogical. I would assume the only reason the game knew about my new Super Mario Bros. 2 encounter was because I added the data to my previous file previously so that I could put an SD card, which I had into my Wii U. Wow. It's good to see that someone cares about a Wii U. That's not me or Dimitri. So that I could not access Luigi. Well, not access Luigi. The Mario data must have been created into my SD card somehow. Luigi continued. I only wish for vengeance. At the touch of the screen, I only wish for vengeance. Tap the touch screen rapidly to bring me back to life. Personally, I thought this was very clear, sounding like as of a Disney movie. Well, that has no purpose. Nintendo and Disney have no purpose. I didn't leave him hanging through as it expected. Luigi sprang back to life with a yahoo! He cheerfully thanked me. His voice went from raspberry to lovely, along with his physic and undead to living. I was overjoyed to see him alive again. Then he began to explain the situation to me. Mario may be my brother, but like I said, he hates me when he's not the star. I'm not lying, the text actually reads that. I'm not lying either because the Creepypasta actually reads that. I know it sounds cruel, but please, take control of me and kill him once and for all. Honestly, I thought I was already brewing in my head. I figured out that this was over, I wouldn't be able to play as Mario in anything, rendering my favorite NES games useless. I didn't assume that Mario's absence thing would apply to anyone else, at least, I hope not. It was a small price to pay. I liked Luigi better anyway. I'm a Luigi fan too, but I mean, I wouldn't kill Mario over him. He got that one right. I reached Bowser's castle, though the Bowser head on the top of the castle has now been replaced with Mario now. To me, ugly, smirking face. I entered and noticed that the bottom screen was occupied of all the power-ups. Fire Flower, Super Leaf, Mini Mushroom, Golden Flower Star, and Mega Mushroom, both which were faded rather than a map. Not that I needed one. I assumed that I would have to use my arsenal strategy, like in a Zelda game. Luigi let me know that I could switch from literally any item from any item. That my mini mushroom can be restricted after it normally isn't after switching items. He also said that we were running out of time, and he ran into the room and Mario reset. As expected, Mario looked like some sort of mutant. I had soon, without Luigi's help, realized what had happened. Mario, now bloody and ripped as ever, had absorbed Bowser. He was terrifying, with claws and long sharp teeth as razors, along with somehow blood-stained teeth. As soon as I was done being horrified by this gruesome freak, I entered the fights and the wide scary room. I started with the Golden Flower, thinking that I could take him out immediately, but of course, with no success. I thought the next best thing would be to use the Super Leaf. I whacked him in the head, stomach, and some inappropriate places. I probably should not have said that. Please don't demonetize me. Bloodshot from the weak spots. And speaking of which, and some inappropriate places, yeah, that's part of the story. At least one knows not to use profanity. He covered his wounds with some kind of metal codes, activated like a robot. I took my Pokemon knowledge and applied into this game. I used my fire flower and eventually penetrated his armor and noticed his previous wounds were visible again. He attacked a rampage and making heavy slashes in Luigi's body. But he/I didn't give up. The screen had blood all over it and an uncomfortable battle. That didn't discourage me. I couldn't give up on Luigi. I started dodging all Bowser's attacks, which were more than rapid for Bowser's unhacked attacks. Suddenly, he started levitating. I used my mini mushroom to reach him, and I seemingly jumped inside of his body and disabled his movements because one crash to the ground. I exited out his butt and finished him once and for all. I used my Mega Mushroom, Go Forward, Star all at the same time. Oddly enough, they combined as a giant, invincible, silver fireball shooting boss. Though the star didn't do anything, fun looks and stylish, he didn't stand a chance. I jumped on him, he squealed. I jumped again, he screamed. Before I could make a much power to the ground, a text box came, and a manly crying noise came through the speakers. This text said, "Luigi, I'm sorry. Don't let him kill me. We can kill him in real life." Luigi didn't speak. As a matter of fact, he took control. He didn't hesitate to ground pound more when Bowser's mutation. He didn't want me to make a mistake of trusting him. I probably would have too. I'm a sucker for crybabies. But for Mario's blood splattered all over the screen, I heard Luigi's crying. He spoke to me, this time through dialogue, not text. It wasn't your fault, Mario. And I have been going apart recently. I just wish he wasn't so different. We say the well together. Despite noting my total rise to 9,999,999 as a victory reward, Luigi's crying made me sad. I felt sympathy for this pixelated friend. I let him know that he'll always have a friend whether he's real or not. I felt a real bond with them, like 10 dogs plus cats. I played the game constantly and through the ability to use speech and was eliminated somehow, he could tell listening. The next day, I wanted to PWN some noobs on Brawl, and I saw the character select screen. Oddly enough, Mario and Bowser were both there. However, both their icons looked angrier than usual. I was about to pick Pikachu for the amount of coins in New Super Mario Bros. 2 reward time, and but when I noticed a character whose icon looked much higher than usual, a character who despite loving I never used before, I shifted my Pokémon and Pikachu and placed it right onto Luigi. And that was New Super Mario Bros. 2 Mario's Mistake. I'm just speechless. Just pure speechless. True genocide. Now listen, I'm not the one to test out creepy secrets or dark elements in games, but this is something that I need to discuss. So basically, I know that there's a true pacifist ending. And what? You never specify it. And it's just neutral. But is there a true genocide? Again, in what? You never specify it. In Super Mario 64 DS? Sonic Adventure? What is it? I decided to test multiple hypnosis, waiting for a specific amount of time. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 minutes. I waited an hour. Curse text changed to shaking blood red. The text read, want to see you done? Here you go. It flashed a first-person view of Frisk holding a knife with white powder and another spot of powder over Frisk's hands. Sans was lying there bleeding. Frisk slowly wiped up Sans' text in a creepy, shuddering text that said, "Please, no." Frisk walked up to Sans, kicked him over, and started overkilling Sans. There was so much white powder and blood. I thought to myself, this is complete overkill. I tried turning off my computer, but it said in a shaking red text, "There is no going back, Celia. This was your fault. You must see what you've done." I was freaking out. It knew my name. Frisk was walking over to Kara, who was talking. Frisk stabbed Kara in the heart and then pulled out her realistic heart. Frisk slit her throat, cut Kara's leg, shredded Kara's arms. After this, a red chicken appeared that said, "This is what you wanted, is it not?" A selection appeared. It said yes or no. I picked no. Like an ignorant soul I am. Like the ignorant soul I am. I read out. That's surprising. That was my danged address. I then started out the window, waiting for whatever was going to attack me. I felt a tap on my shoulder and whispered, "Never again." After this, I never clicked on Undertale in my Steam library again. If I do it by mistake, I'll instantly close it. I put stars instead of it just for safety purposes. Thank you, and by God, do not try what I did. Well, that was generic, but at least it was short. Yeah, this episode was kind of unbalanced. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go back to the Pixar ranking. See you later.